Hello and welcome back. I'm Joseph Hoffman, and in this lesson, we'll be doing some exercise for our fingers with Hanon number 12. Let's come to the piano to get started. What I love about Hanon number 12 is it's such a great workout for fingers 3, 4, 5. The fingers 4 and 5 sometimes tend to be the weaker fingers, and this Hanon exercise will really give them a good workout and prepare them for playing more advanced repertoire where you're going to really need good coordination of all of your fingers. Now, I suggest as you're practicing number 12 to do some hands alone work so you can really focus on each finger. Sometimes with students, it gets a little mushy in the left hand on those 3, 4, 5s. But you want to make sure each note is clean and distinct, really precise. Also, piano posture is going to be so important as you do this exercise. So let's do a quick piano posture review. Number 1, make sure your bench is not too close to your piano. I see so many students sitting so close. That makes their elbows crammed against their body. Scoot your bench back and make sure your elbows have lots of room to be comfortable as you play. Number 2, make sure that your back is tall with your shoulders relaxed. Number 3, make sure your wrists are level and loose. You don't want a wrist that's too low or too high. You want it just to float about level with your forearm. Should always stay flexible and loose. Number 4, think about the shape of your hand and fingers. You want a natural curved shape, playing near the tips of your fingers. Make sure your pinky doesn't fall flat, and make sure you stay loose and in a natural curved shape. Finally, think about using arm weight as you play. Don't just let your fingers do all the work. You want to think of letting your arm, hand, and fingers all sink into each key. There can be a little bit of rotation as you go to the lower notes of your left hand, allowing your wrist to rotate and the weight of your arm to sink into each key will help you play your best with as little effort as possible. So, a few things to notice about Hanon number 12. We've got this big interval. Can you tell me the interval from this last note of measure 1 to the first note of measure 2? What interval do you see there? If you said a 7th, you're correct. A 7th is just one note short of a full octave. So we'll also get a little bit of stretch practice for that tricky interval of a 7th. And then down a 6th, which lands us one note higher than we were in the measure before. Up a 7th again, down a 6th. Up a 7th, down a 6th. And you see the pattern. Now, one thing to watch out for is always the transition measures. Look at the last measure at the bottom of the first page. We've been going along with a certain pattern, but now 4 notes stepping up in a row. Notice that's different than any other measure, and that transitions us to the descending part. And now it's your right hand fingers, 5, 4, and 3, getting the workout. Down a 7th, down a 7th, down a 7th, and up a 6th. And then look out for the very last, or second to last, or penultimate measure. Let's look actually 3 measures before the ending. We have our regular pattern, but this time we only drop a 6 to land back on C, up a 5th. A slightly different pattern for the ending. Watch out for those transitions. Hanon, every once in a while, will make sure you're paying attention and keep you on your toes with a little change during those transition measures. So, how do you use Hanon to get the most out of your practice time? I like to use Hanon to work on my speed and the evenness of my playing. When you're playing your Hanon, listen carefully that each note is clean and even. You don't want a sloppy or mushy sound like. Hear how mushy that is? It's uneven, it's a little bumpy. You want it to sound really clean and even. Notice how the notes are smooth, dot, 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 and even. It's not bumpy. And also listen that no notes are popping out louder than others. You don't want random accents jumping out. You want to work on a smooth, even sound that just rolls along. Now, how do you accomplish greater and greater speeds? Well, I like to use what I call the fast tools. You've probably heard me mention these before, but let's review quickly. One of the fast tools is starting by practicing slow, quick, slow, quick, slow in a slow, quick pattern. Slow, quick, slow, quick, slow. And I like to tell my students, make the quicks really quick and the slows stretch out. Slow, quick, slow, quick, slow. But then alternate that. Once you go through once with slow, quick, then do a round of quick, slow. So you reverse the pattern. Quick, slow, quick, slow. It's important that you do both, otherwise it can make your playing uneven. So you have to balance the slow, quick with a round of quick, slow. Another fast tool I call fast fours. You're going to play 4 notes in a row quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to make the 4 fast notes very clean and even. Da 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 da, da 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 da, da 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 da. That's fast fours. You can practice through the whole thing that way. Another fast tool is using the metronome. You can start maybe at 100 beats per minute, set the metronome to 100, and go 2 notes per click. When you can do that with great piano posture, no missed notes, clean and even, gradually increase the speed. You can go all the way up to, say, 200. 2 notes per click and really get going fast. If you want to challenge yourself to play 4 notes per click, maybe start at around 72. Now think, ticky, 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 ticky. And again, gradually increase the speed. All the way up to 100 4 notes per click is going to be going really fast. Ticky, 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 ticky. It's a great way to challenge yourself. As you're working on speed, sometimes you're going to focus less on the evenness and playing it perfectly and just see what happens. Maybe it will feel a little sloppy and out of control, but just know that you're not going for that as your final result. You're just seeing what happens when you push yourself. If you always practice that way, your playing would get sloppy. But if you use the fast tools with the slow, quick, doing some metronome work, and sometimes practicing super slow, where you're going to play each note really clearly and relax after every note. Play, relax, play, relax, play, relax, and think of releasing all the tension after every single note. Play, relax, play, relax, play, relax, play, relax. See how loose and comfortable I am playing each note deliberately. Then go to medium, and then go to fast, and try different speeds, different approaches. The goal being, eventually, you can play super fast, super even, at any speed you want. Great job today learning all about Hanon number 12. I recommend that you exercise your fingers every day using scales, arpeggios, or Hanon, or even better, do a little of all of the above, always using your best piano posture. That will help you develop fast and agile fingers, which will prepare you to play all the exciting repertoire you want to play in the future. Happy practicing, and see you next time.
Remember, if you sit too close to the piano, you'll have short, stubby little arms like me. But is that really so bad? I mean, watch how good I can play.